Okay, it's time for part 2 in my series on how to get better audio quality in your action cam recording. Now, if you haven't seen part 1, go check it out here. I kind of demonstrate the end result of my setup and the kind of benefits you can get from doing all this stuff. And I'm going to start today with this is the microphone segment. I'm going to talk about microphone covers. Your microphone probably came with one of these little soft foam rubber squishy covers to cover your microphone to protect it from the wind. They're probably useful for cutting down on breathing kind of wind noise, but not the kind of wind noise you get with 90-mile-an-hour air flowing around your helmet. At least I've heard people ride their bikes that fast. I wouldn't know anything about that, but you're going to need more than one of those. What I recommend is a faux fur microphone cover. Now that's faux, F-A-U-X. What I've got here is from a product from a company called Cat Ears. I'll put a link to them down below. And what I do, it's got the faux fur material, and it's got some Velcro stitched onto it, so you can make yourself a little microphone sandwich, is what I do. And what you end up with is something that's way better than one of these foam rubber covers. And another option you've got is to be a customer of one of our own motovloggers here on YouTube, and that's Kehlani Prince, who runs Accidental Broadcast, and a new channel, the Fok Guys, who are hilarious. If you haven't seen them, go and check them out now. I will stop and wait for you and come back. See what I mean? Weren't the Fok Guys hilarious? I'll put a link to them down below so you can check them out more easily. And I'll put a link to Kehlani's faux fur wind cover store. It's called Redhead Windscreens. I'll put a link to it down below. Once you've got one of these windscreens, it's good for the mic. It's also good for your camera. I use this any camera you're using that has a mic built in. I use this occasionally for an extra shot. It's not that great, but it's good. It's good in a pinch. You got to find the microphone on it. This one's microphone is here. I just tape some of this faux fur over it, and you're good to go. Use the longest pile you can get away with. In this case, like I said, this is a half-inch pile. If you go longer, it protects the wind better. But in your helmet, longer than half-inch faux fur just gets in your mouth and your nose. In this case, it just covers up the lens. Once you've got a faux fur wind cover, I think a lot of people could probably relocate their mics, because I think a lot of people are not putting their microphone right in front of their mouth. I see a lot of people putting a microphone, say up here by their eyes or down by a cheek pad, because it gets out of the wind better, perhaps. Once you've got a good faux fur wind cover cutting down the wind noise for you, if you're putting your mic someplace funny, try putting it back in front of your mouth again. You'll get much better results. Once you're starting to improve the quality of the sound, you may want to look at your microphone. You may not have to do that right off the bat, but as you get better quality, you'll probably do a recording of your microphone all by itself, like in a quiet place where you're not messing around with all this wind noise. And if your microphone, if you sound like the Apollo 11 astronauts, like, that's one small step for me, that kind of thing, that's not a good microphone. The final step I'm going to talk about isn't about reducing wind noise. It's about increasing the volume of your voice, okay? So if you don't naturally project, which I do, I naturally project. That means I use my whole chest cavity to generate my voice. It's something I learned in high school in debate. And I got my varsity letter in debate. So it's just a habit that I've never gotten rid of. So I'm always loud. People are always telling me to quiet down. That's a great thing when you're trying to motovlog and get your voice in over an action cam, because getting your voice up is just as good as getting the wind noise down. So projection is not straining your voice and yelling. That's annoying. Don't do that. So that's it. Faux fur cover, mic placement, good mic, and project. So I hope at least one of those things helps improve your audio quality, and I'm not done yet. I want to talk about camera settings and video editing as ways to help improve the audio as well. So stick around for those, and in the meantime, I'll see you on Two Wheels.